You guys are absolutely amazing. We managed to get the light goal for the Russia campaign in pretty much a few hours. And I'm really happy to see that because I'm really enjoying this campaign a lot. So today we'll be unifying Slavdom. Of course, we also start this with the chattiest of events that give us core creation costs and province war score cost reduction. I'm absolutely loving it. In order to unify Slavdom, we have to conquer a huge swathe of Europe. And we will be doing Protect the Slavs mission here, which unifies all of the Slavic groups into one, essentially. Plus, we'll be getting a ton of max amount of accepted culture slots by doing our mission tree. We will at the same time, of course, be expanding into the east whilst we're expanding into Europe. So let's start this one off with the attack of Minsk, proper Russian holding. Calling the Austrians because apparently they are willing to help us out, so why not? We might as well just give the Austrians some objectives to help against Poland's allies in the HRE, Landshut, and Passau. We also will be attacking the northern bits here, the Swedes afterwards, so we get access to the Carolean units that are unique to the Swedes, but we can also grab a few of them. And since we've basically given all the lands to the Crimeans, we can start annexing them. I should have done that before starting the war, kind of forgot about it. But hey, it is what it is. I have a human brain, so I forget also sometimes. Commonwealth surprisingly has 59,000 units, so they're not to be trifled with, but they're not as strong as us also. We're gonna need a few more units, so let's go ahead and recruit at least 20 more Streltsy, or just fill up our land force limit. Now that we did recruit the Streltsy, we can also do this particular mission here. We get to choose between giving the Streltsy -5 shock damage received and increasing their maintenance and pay for the Streltsy every time a leader dies, or just getting 100 military points. I'm just gonna get the military points. I know what you're thinking, but the truth is that shock damage received -5% is not worth too much in the mid to late campaign, when most of the real damage is going to be dealt by fire. So what's the point of me even paying extra for these units then? Check out how much more damage we do to the Poles. We're absolutely crushing them left and right. The Britannia is now available as well, where we get the tier 2 government reform that lowers separatism years by 5, harsh treatment -25, rebel suppression efficiency, as well as all estate influence -10%. Of course, we're going to go for that. That is actually extremely powerful and a really good government reform to have. Also, guys, if you want to see a similar video but for Novgorod, let's get 5,000 likes in the first days after this video comes out, so I can see that you guys want to see that particular run done, because Novgorod in this patch is actually really interesting. Not only does it have different government reforms when you form Russia, and it has its own mission tree and so on, but it actually receives some special flavor from some events that I think you guys might be interested in seeing. Basically forming Russia, but the rich version of Russia, like really rich. And of course, if it's not obvious already, the first part of this campaign you'll find a link to in the description, alongside a few links to some basic EU4 guides that you might need for 1.35 if you haven't watched them yet. Now, would you look at that? Passau would love to become an Orthodox nation for us. I don't need to do it, but I want to do it. Let's make everybody here Orthodox if we can. Force religion on these guys as well. Hails to the I'm loving it. I'm converting the entirety of the HRE to Orthodoxy, all thanks to their HRE emperor. And the funny thing is, in the previous part, I did the same thing in the north, and I converted these guys to Orthodoxy because of the HRE emperor once more. I'm gonna do the most non-gorish, enjoyable peace deal to ever watch. I'm basically cutting the Poles in half here. Nobody joins in the coalition because they're all scared schnitzelus of me, and the best part is that by cutting them in half and then making some rebels spawn in this side of their country, and they will not have military access to defeat those rebels, I'm gonna be able to wipe out the entirety of Poland. Now we're also sending some units so we can fight against the Swedes in the north. Send 2 army groups so we have an easy time with that war, and the other armies we're gonna send into the Asian bits because we're gonna do a few wars in Asia to consolidate our Siberian holdings. 120 overextension. Holy snaps, that's actually quite a little bit. Let's see if we can concentrate a little bit here. Yeah, we can. That is Gucci, because if we couldn't concentrate, that would have been a big problemos for me. And of course, it's still 104. Not even. Oh boy, that is no bueno. All right, well, one of our cores here is gonna finish in a few months, so we should be fine. Now we're also getting a significant amount of manpower from the Streltsy interaction. They've buffed us up a little bit more with the recent patch, to be fair, which is good because it was pretty much useless before the way it was. Now let's do this quick war against the Swedos. We basically have claims on most of Sweden, so it's gonna be freaking super cheap to core up as well. I cannot do a full annexation because surprisingly the Danes left the Swedes with one random province over here in Skaraborg. I guess they're not a big fan of the Borg, are they? Some would even say that they've been scarred by the Borg. No Trekkies in the chat, nothing. Now we can also get another government reform for tier 2, the Titiaski office. I'm not going to go for these guys, it's not worth it. Instead, I'm going to get the tier 3 government reform, which offers lowered autonomy change, cooldown, minimum autonomy territories, and trade company investment, as well as some reform progress growth and so on. These guys are pretty sweet to have, and our troops are also by the border with the Oirats, so let's attack them now. Give me all your stuff, Oirats. I want it. It's mine. I saw it first. Probably one of my favorite things added with the Domination DLC for the Muscovites is the ability to steal modern ideas from nations. This will of course scale with the difference between technology with the targeted nation from which we're stealing stuff, but it's going to increase my modernization by stealing modern ideas from other nations. I'm not sure we're playing as Russia. I feel like this is a little bit of a Romanian ability. I hope they add this to Wallachia and Moldova as well. Sadly, the Swedes are left to have the same faith as the Native Americans. Essentially, they now exist in a small reservation within Danish lands, just like the Native Americans. Damn Danes, I tell ya, bruh. And look at that, guys. Only 5 mana points to core up these Swedish lands here. That is just ridiculous. We got a 61% core creation cost reduction right now. Finished coring all of the Commonwealth provinces so we can attack Moldova. And check it out, guys. With the Funk So Brother... No, seriously though, check it out. Commonwealth's gonna be at war with us again. So instead of getting a 15 years truce with them, we can quickly peace them out and get a 5 years truce with them until 1536, meaning we can attack them again in 5 years if we just take a couple of provinces real quick. And I really mean real quick, because their units are schnapps compared to our Chad Lord Uber Schneller troopers of Russia. Nice try there, Oirats, nice try, but even though I'm fighting in flat terrain, I still have way better troops than you ever will, sir. Let's go for their fortifications too. Oh dude, the reformation is branching out in Toledo out of all places. That is so bad for the Castilians. I would not want to be in their shoes right now, man. One day I am faithful that some of these fortifications are gonna fall at anything below 60%, because I keep getting 60, 70, 80% falling for my forts. It's really not cool, okay game? Can I just get some good RNG for once? Ah, it's a great peepee in the sky. But wait guys, we are a scholar, so we realize it's just a fascinating comment. It's nothing to be fretting about, boyos. It does a little bit blow destroying a fellow Orthodox nation, but gotta be done, man. I cannot just have a lot of 3 province minor nations lying around here all around me. It's not coochie. It's not coochie at all. And hey, look at that, boys. Brandenburg actually managed to take a massive chunk out of Pomerania right now. Glad to see it. My good old Brandenburgians making the most out of their particular run. We've gotten 93% against Oirats, so let's do a juicy peace deal. This right here seems juicy enough, I'd say. Take all the money we can take as well, and we've basically reduced them to half the size they were before. And would you look at that, we only have 99.2 overextension, not even 100. What is happening here, boys? What is happening? I know what's happening. Russia's insanely powerful, and we're just absolutely schnappledorping everyone. Oh, would you look at that? Somebody managed to unify all of Japan. Let's see who that was. That was Ashikaga. Ashikaga actually managed to diplomatically unify Japan. I haven't seen that in a really long time. Wait, what? I lose 300 ducats, and Rostov gets a lot of Azov gets a lot of production, base tax, as well as a center of trade. Okay, but with that, just wish that it wasn't mandatory for me to lose that money though, or at least I wish I could have been asked whether I want to lose that money or not. We're gonna have a few chill wars in this particular region so we can get some more provinces from Transoxiana, and so we can basically have a more historical border of the Russian Empire, essentially including all of the stands here. I'm doing it, of course, because I want to get more trade power so I can filter in more trade into my node from Samarkand. And because I am in the vicinity of the Danes, I'm going to attack them too, since I need to take a couple more provinces to do one of my missions. Let's say set up Narka as the war target since it's right next to my units, and let's attack from the European European bits as well. Who is their ally here? Oh, right, my fellow Orthodox boyos. By appeasing the Patriarchate, we also get legitimacy 0.25, patriarchal loyalty equilibrium, and max privileges +1 until the end of the game, as well as 10% tax modifier in every area that has been consecrated as a metropolitan. So setting up metropolitans is significantly better now. And there you go, another 100 Streltsy. This is going up super fast. We get a 2.3 progress every month. That means we're getting Streltsy every, what, 3 years, 4 years? We actually can do this mission too. We just need to sell crownlands, I believe. Yep, there you go. And now we got the Russian Patriarchy that offers 10 patriarchal authority, 15 admin, and every known Orthodox country gains 25 opinion of us. The cool bit is we can also do Handle the Boyars, which offers us a manpower recovery speed plus 10% and Boyars loyalty equilibrium. We could have gotten the reform progress growth if we had influence with them below 40%, but I actually want the manpower recovery since now we're getting 2.9 thousand manpower per month. We're essentially unbeatable at this point of the campaign militarily. You can also abolish the Mestonishko, which gives us reform progress and 10 modernization. And by improving Pskov 3 times, let's do that right now actually. Oh, we can also consecrate this, of course. Nice, nice. Boom, boom, boom. We do another mission, the Titiaski's Faith, where we get 5% crownlands and 50 admin points. To get the next mission done, we need 14 admin monthly. We can now focus on states administration, commercial gains, or military advances, with each of these giving a temporary bonus. I'm gonna go for the admin thing so I get the reform progress for a little bit of time. Westernizing the court can easily be done also by improving relations with our ally, the Austrians. Once we have 100 relations, we can do that mission too. Because of all those missions, we can get another government reform now. Just notice that pretty much every tier except the 4th one is a unique Russian government tier. I absolutely love catching up to the enemy troops. There's no greater feeling wiping out these units and thinking ahead for a second here and realizing where they're gonna be so I can actually catch up to them. Like Jaunpur's units here really didn't expect me to catch up to them, but I did, and as consequence they now belong in Schnappeldobs. In case you don't know what that is, it's a heaven for Jaunpuri units, only for Jaunpuri units, no other units of course. But hey, at least we managed to westernize the court now, so for 25 years we're gonna get goods produced modifier plus 10%. Probably should have gone for the idea cost now that I think about it, or the tech cost, but hey, it's fine. Goods produced means our economy is gonna skyrocket now. The best part though is that we just unlocked defensive Eastern Musketeers, so our fire units are gonna be ruffle stomping all around the lands, bringing joy and happiness. No, there's no joy in here, boys. We live in Eastern Europe, okay? Joy is code word for the KGB, boys. Her full name is Joy Elizabeth Martha because she's infiltrated in the United States right now as we speak. I don't know what I'm talking about. What is even Ludi thinking about when he's doing these runs? That's the real question. Is he even paying attention to the run? Like, why you keep talking about random stuff, Ludi? Just pay attention, bro. This is why I come here, okay? See, now you are only saying that because you were clearly bribed by Joy to say that. You wouldn't otherwise, would you? Just be honest with me. What? How dare you, Austria, call me in your wars? That's not how it goes. I'm the only one who gets to call you in my wars, not you calling me in yours. But sure, fine, I'll join in. It's like, oh, actually, it's a good idea for me to make these nations Orthodox. So let's try and do that, boys. Who do we have? Passau is already Orthodox. We just have Thuringia, Saxony. I don't think I can make Saxony Orthodox though. No, 102 to enforce it. That is so close. But I could enforce on Anhalt though. So let's try and do that. I think I'm ready for the peace deal now. Let's go. I want to get this exact deal here since I'm going to have access to the Persian lands afterwards via the Golistan province. That's because, let's face it, the Ottos pretty much cucked me by taking Ardabil here. And speaking of cucks, it's also time for me to attack the Polish-Lithuanian cuck here. Since my truce is over with these bad boys and I can take my rightful Polish clay, unsurprisingly, we're only taking 2 provinces from Denmark because I only need to do that one mission here, and that requires I just have 1 extra province. And there you go, boys. We just managed to get ourselves a ton of Carolean infantry in our capital. These bad boys here are absolutely amazing. Morale damage +5, regiment drill loss -25, but the best part is that we have units that are blue right now. Can you imagine? We got white, blue, and orange units in our armies, guys. Actually, I just realized I forgot to establish the Cossacks regiment. So now we have the orange ones, which offer 15% extra shock damage. We're gonna replace all of our cavalry units with the Cossack units. It really pains me to see that Brandenburg's once more reduced to a 2-province minor. I might be able to attack them and enforce orthodoxy on them later down the line. Let's see. Oh, what was that, Magdeburg? You want to become orthodox? Sure. I mean, who am I to judge what you want to do, bro? You know, you want to be orthodox, go for it. I will 100% support your decision. After all, it's a free religious world, isn't it, guys? Countries definitely don't fight over religions at all. Ah, yes, guys. I give you the classic Ludi 92% fort siege here, which is pretty much the reason why I freaking both love and hate this game sometimes. I love the smell of fresh Polish lands conquered in the morning. Nothing smells the same, I swear. We can now do the Partition of Poland mission that offers +4 max promoted cultures, as well as it makes Czech, Sorbian, Silesian, and Polish as accepted cultures. And for 20 years, we get core creation cost -10%. Oh my lord, this is amazing. Look at that, guys. Core creation cost modified by -72.8% right now. 7 out of 7 promoted cultures, and we're gonna get a lot more from our mission tree. Finally, we integrated Kazakhs. Took a lot longer than I expected it to. A lot of the Russian events, be it the old ones or the new ones, because there's a lot of new ones added in, are just amazing. Look at this one over here. We colonize this province over here, get 1,000 population and a castle in Mangazea, or whatever the schnapps this is called. So this directly is ours. It's Muscovite Orthodox, has the castle just from that freaking little event. Now the big war, boys, because it's time to attack the Otto Broskis. We're gonna take back all of the provinces that belong to our beloved Wallachian vassal. We're doing this since we need to get another mission done, and we need to have 15 provinces within the Carpathian region. That essentially means we're gonna have to cancel the alliance with the Austrians after this world, so we can take a few of the Hungarian provinces. The Ottomans are a worthy foe, though, since they have 116,000 soldiers in the field and 100,000 manpower. Plus, they also have guns now, and they are honestly very, very strong, so I have to be very careful. Oh my god, dude. Yes, please. Thank you, Saint Michael. You're the best saint ever, bro. So you might think that, oh, you have to fight all of the French now and the Ottomans, but the truth is, no, I don't need to fight the French, because the French have occupied some of Austria's provinces that they want to take, so I'm gonna give these provinces to the French. In doing so, not only do I get rid of the French from this war, but I also weaken a little bit the Austrians, because remember, after this war, we're gonna attack the Austrians also for some Hungarian provinces, so it's kind of in my interest to weaken, if I can, a little bit the Austrians. They just created an eyalet whilst I was at war with them, and they're not at war with me. What? That is so stupid. I'm shocked that this is actually allowed. Wow. Okay, so I have a separate war with the Makaristan eyalet apparently now. Oh my god, I just saw something. What fudge, bro? The eyalet the Ottomans just created quite literally has claims on the entirety of the Hungarian bits. What? Oh my god. Actually, oh my god. How is this a feature, man? Like, seriously, that is so freaking broken right there. I cannot freaking vassalize this. What? Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to cancel all of their cores. If I cannot have it, Otto Broskis cannot either. And I'm also mostly just canceling the cores because I got this weird fetish where I kind of enjoy canceling cores. I don't know, man. Don't judge me, okay? It's just, it is what it is. What do you want from me? I'm special, okay? Oh, actually, the cores disappeared also when I annexed the eyalet. And in case you're wondering, I'm not piecing out until I take 100% war score on the Ottomans. This war is meant to weaken them and just cause as much panic and disturbance as possible in their land. Hey, finally we got the radical reforms. Because we hired an inflation reduction guy and a trade efficiency guy, we are able to get this particular event. It's got like a roughly 10 years trigger. That means that within 10 years after hiring these two guys, you're gonna get the event. I'm gonna cheese it. There you go. And I'm firing both of them before I actually fire them, and then I get 200 of each mana point, and now I can also hire back the same guys that I fired previously, and that means I'm close to finishing my trade ideas too. Oh my god, I just noticed the Ottomans have absolutely raffle stomped the Egyptians. I'm not sure how long they've been holding Cairo for, but they got that triggered event that lets them make an eyalet out of the Mamelukes if they hold it for a few years. So I think I'm gonna try and send a relief force to take back Cairo from them before it all goes really, really south here. I don't want to end up with having to fight all of Egypt as well, not only the Anatolian parts of the Ottoman Empire. Empire, which by the way are pretty much under my control now. In fact, I think I can do my peace deal now, can I? Yep, there you go. So we're gonna take basically half of Bulgaria and the capital of Constantinople. We're relieving our Orthodox brethren here. We're making Constantinople Orthodox once more, or should I say Tsarigrad or Tsargrad. Okay, now let's bring back all the units by the border because we're gonna attack the Ottomans again. This time we're attacking them with the help of the Persians. So remember guys how in the early part of this campaign, when we were still muscovy, we enforced serfdom on our serfs, but now we have the chance to liberate the peasants. This means that we will be getting monthly modernization 0.75, institution spread, and boyars max privileges, or we can codify the serfdom, crack down on it basically, and we get tech cost penalty, idea penalty. Obviously we want to go for the liberation of the peasants. It's going to give us a little bit of a rebel, but look at that, we got monthly modernization. So now we are actually gaining modernization every month, even though we have a ton of privileges. It's a matter of just waiting now to get those modernization points up so we can continue some of our missions down the line in our mission tree and reform our nation into a modern society and into the Russian Empire. We also finished coring most of the provinces we got from the Ottomans super fast because of the extra core creation cost reduction modifiers that we have, and now we're going to attack Persia. In the process of attacking Persia, we will be going to war with the Ottomans once more since they are guaranteeing Persia. So basically I can have a quick war, lower the truce that I have with the Ottomans from 15 years to roughly what, 5 years, depending on if I take anything from them. Probably will not take anything, to be fair. I just want to have a quick truce so in 5 years I can attack again and take a massive chunk. I'm talking about taking most of the Balkans from them in the next war. Right now if I was to do this I would only be able to take a few provinces by comparison. Take Berlat from the Wallachians? Yeah, sure. Another day, another 71% siege. But the difference is now it's in the Middle East and this is a mountain province, so it's actually significantly worse. I genuinely don't care about most of the Persian lands. I just want to connect my areas here around the Caspian Sea, and I'm taking trade power from them so I can take the trade in the Persian node and filter it into my main Novgorod node. Obviously, all three of the first idea sets have been finished, so now we can do a couple more policies also, including global trade power and goods produced, as well as one extra merchant. Now we are paying a little bit, one diplo point extra for this to maintain this policy, but it's super worth it because our economy will absolutely skyrocket because of it. Also, we're ready to attack the Austrians to take our rightful Carpathian clay, set up Semlin as the main war target, and Letsaguchi. Take out that fortification out of the way, take out Temeshvar, take out that fort over there as well. The main thing I'm seeing right now in this war is the amount of small OPMs that I can convert to Orthodoxy, aside from the lands that I'll be taking from Austria. This is going to be a really good war for us. Ah, yes, the big brain AI troopers, 74,000 in one stack, moving, well, 2 stacks moving in sync so they can properly take a max amount of attrition. And another mission we can do now, modernization of the state. It gives us innovativeness plus 50% for the next 25 years, reform progress growth, modernization gain, and one province gets a university as well as some nice modifiers, working our way towards properly becoming a modern society, of course. I could have done this mission a while back, but I waited for a little bit because now I'm ready to actually use those conquistadors and explorers as well as the 2 extra colonists I got, so I can make my way into the Alaskan bits of the world, or maybe just the North American Canadian bits if they're not yet colonized, which I doubt that they are. So we're gonna attack the Danes later down the line and we're gonna make our way towards Newfoundland, let's say. Until that point, we're gonna use our colonists to just promote settler growth in the low development provinces and the northern bits here. So this one and say this one here. Actually, not the fish one. I'm gonna do it in a better trade good, like a fur province over here. There you go. Oh, it's time for me to peace out because my truce is over with the Otto bros and I need to, of course, prioritize the war with the Ottomans. That is my #1 important thing to do, ski. Let's also do the next mission here. Annex of Carpathia, giving another 4 max promoted cultures and manpower and true faith plus 10%. Now, we're gonna do the protect the Slavs by taking pretty much all of the Balkans from the Ottomans. Give me all your provinces, you bastard. I need them badly. Wait, what? We can steal modern ideas from Jiangsu? Out of all the nations, these guys are more advanced than us? What? Ottomans got some units that got trapped here. They couldn't ship them over to the Anatolian part in time, so they're gonna get Astorkot. Now, you might be saying, Ludi, what the F is Astorkot, bro? Did you just randomly have a word come out of your mouth and you kept that in the edit? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got no idea what that means. Don't judge me, okay? okay? Come on, man. I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the great city of Vladivostok. Otterbroski here trying to be sneaky and starting to siege down Selanik, but no, sir. We cannot let that happen. Oh, that is so juicy. We wiped out 5,000 of their artillery units. Now that Vladivostok is a core, we can do the Amur expansion, getting a ton of modifiers here, and it makes it an Orthodox Muscovite province as well, so double whammy, really. So we just finished integrating Crimea, meaning we have no more vassals left. Because of that, we lost the Boyars integration policy, and because we integrated Crimea, we can do Destroy the Hordes mission, which is going to give us 100 power projection, as well as for the next 100 years, morale of armies, global prosperity growth, and devastation reduction. So this is a really good event to get in the 1550s, 1600s. Kind of why I also took my time with integrating Crimea, to be fair. Now we can peace out the Ottomans, and I'm going to take this exact peace deal here. It might look weird, but it's because I need 15 provinces, and this is in fact exactly 15 provinces. So now I can do my mission here, namely protect the South Slavs, which is going to unify the Slavic culture group. So now if we go to our culture map mode, check it out. Protect the Slavs, boom shakalokos. All the Slavs are in one major culture group as of now. And not only that, but we can also do the third Rome. We can make Tsarigrad our capital. It's going to make it an Orthodox Muscovite province. And until the end of the game, we get in that province dev cost reduction, production efficiency, a ton of other stuff, manpower plus 100%, or we can keep St. Petersburg. So I'm going to obviously make Constantinople or Tsarigrad my capital. And look at this, boys, 42 development Muscovite Orthodox province. We do have a lot of devastation, so I'm going to have to lower that devastation actually. Well, we have a fort, so it's going to go down eventually. Absolutely beautiful. We essentially have formed the Slavic Union, if you know what I mean, since, you know, we've united the Slavs. Come on, bro. It makes sense if you think about it, the Slavic Union. Now, we are a little bit overextended here, so, yeah, I guess we'll chill for a while, fix our economy, and actually, no, I need to also attack the Commonwealth, so let's attack the Commonwealth and we'll chill afterward. Apparently, I was allied to the Mamluks. I honestly completely forgot that happened. But sure, Mamluks, I'll indulge you for a second here. Oh, I forgot to take the one province from the Ottomans to unify these lands. Oh, poops. And luckily for the Austrians, they just inherited Burgundy, meaning Austria is right now my biggest threat, isn't it? Let me actually make peace with Adal. I don't really care about you, Adal. Just, all right, now we can actually do stuff. Let's go here, make the Austrians our rivals. We're gonna have to declare war on them because we need to have one of our rivals humiliated in order to form the Russian Empire. Oh, I could get an alliance with my former enemy of France here. Yeah, let's do that. France is also about to finish integrating Castile, so that's cool to see. And what the F, man? England's got half of Aragon. Oh god, the Bordeaux in Western Europe is disgusting, isn't it? I am going to be releasing the Teutonic Order as my vassals since I have a lot of cores I can feed them after. Check out this bad boy over here. That's like 100 something development because they've been deving up these provinces like crazy. I'm going to be using their reconquest right now. Let's go with the Warski, Buyasnokos. It's a time to get rid of Poland, make sure they don't exist on the map anymore. Look at that, 3 new candidates for becoming Orthodox, of course. And I got my 10th grain province that is 10 production, sorry, 6 production, not 10 production. So now we can do the vodka monopoly, enables the promote vodka sales decision. So let's check it out. This decision lowers the progress of all rebels by 20%. It gives us 700 ducats, but every grain province loses 10 prosperity, and we get institution spread minus 33%, as well as unrest reduction. So I'll go for this. Why not? Don't care about the institution part right now as it is. So holy mother of development. 2 Sicilies devved up all of their provinces a ton. 31 development. They developed this 23 times, 23 again, 24 times. All right, that is impressive and very disturbing, because if I am to take these provinces in the future, it's going to be way too much aggressive expansion. Got myself a few new religious friendos. Now we can do the deal I was talking about earlier. We can add this in as well since we increased our governing capacity, so we don't have any issues with that. There you go. Boom sakalokos. And now we only need one more war to get the rest of the Polish lands, really. And would you look at that? Prussia formed from the Teutons. So I have Prussia as my little vassal as the Russians. Prussia, Russia. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because of the, you know, it's almost the same but with the P in front. Well, it seems like we have the Protestant Reformation trigger, and I'm gonna join the Protestants. I want to see a free Protestant HRE. Totally not doing it to screw over the Austrians that apparently also took my rightful Commonwealth lands. We also can embrace the new institution here, and that means that we probably probably outshined the Ottomans, didn't we? Yes, we freaking did. Wait, what? Dortmund declared the religious... Bro, what? Okay, well, I guess we got that going for us. Let's enforce our demandius over the Austrias. Look at this map here. It's basically the entirety of the world against Central Europe, really. Oh, I never even noticed that Bavaria formed, dude. What? When did this happen? Guessing that was Landshut. So strange to also be fighting on the same side as the freaking Ottomans. And no matter what the situation, of course, our sieges are gonna go up to 85%. This actually feels a little bit like a First World War sort of scenario here. Units going left and right, everybody sieging everybody else. Is just complete chaos, and I'm loving it. I've basically won every single engagement for these bastards, and the only thing they did was they gave me freaking Ragusa, which I didn't even want to take now, and I got extra aggressive expansion for it. So because of that, I'm pissed. I'm just gonna peace out myself separately with the humiliation. Screw you, Dortmund. Good luck with your freaking war, bro. Imagine giving me provinces I don't want. That is just disgusting. All right, now we can proclaim the title of Emperor, and afterwards we have the Russian Empire Tier 1 government reform, which offers a ton of amazing juicy things here. Let's go check it out. Way better than the Russian Tsardom, isn't it? And we also now have the enforced absolute rule interaction, cultural revolution, and new order regiments interactions. Way more manpower from this one, for example, in infantry compatibility, idea cost and national tax, as well as every province gets minus 15 local autonomy. So this is extremely powerful. And yes, I know that I'm not gonna get the age objective next stage. It's okay, it doesn't really matter. I'll get the other age objectives really fast. Now guys, I also kind of want to do a final part for this campaign where we get the great imperial ambitions. This unlocks the Imperial Russian missions, and it changes us to a Western tech group. So it's basically what you need to do in order to keep up with the rest of Europe and the late part of the campaign. It also adds a lot of new missions that I would love to go through, but that means playing up until the 1690s, 1700s. So I'm only going to do that if we get 10,000 likes in this video in the first few days, so I know that there's support for it. Otherwise, we can just do the Novgorod one, which is the 5k like goal. And hey, until the next time, check out this awesome Ottomans into Caliphate run. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support.